Hello everyone and welcome back. As you can see, I've already started with my brows and I am using the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. Just going to use that to prime my skin today. Next, I'll be using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Foundation as well as the Farsali Skin Blur. And I've used this foundation before, however I haven't used it with the Farsali blur, so I'm going to try it out again. So I'm just blending that foundation all over my skin with a NYX brush and blending really well. It took me quite a while to blend that out. And then I'm also going to be using the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in the shade Caramel. And FYI, my foundation is in the shade Almond. And to set my concealer, I'm using my Beauty Bakerie Flour powder. And to set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using a mini Laura Mercier translucent medium deep setting powder. And for eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using the Sweet Talk palette by Colourpop. And as you can see, these are very romantic, rosy and mauve tone shades. So I am going to be using this first shade in the palette, which is like a light peach shade, and it is called Meadow. And my son came home and gave me a hug, and of course I went into mommy mode. And then next I'm going to be using just a slightly deeper shade. It's called ICYMI. And just adding that to my transition. So next I'm going to deepen up my outer and inner corner of my eye with this chocolate brown shade, which is called Feel Free. And as you can hear from my background, my neighbor's dogs are barking, which is why I didn't do a talk through video. So I do apologize for the noise. So here I'm pointing to the shade side to side, but I actually did not use the shade side to side. I used the one right next to it, which is called Garden Date. And this is Garden Date right here. So just adding that to the center portion of my eye, kind of doing a halo. And now I'll be going into the shade side to side just to add a little bit of brightness or highlight to the middle portion of my eye. And I also go in with my finger. And then for liner, I'm using my Wet n Wild liquid liner. And for lashes, I'm using Dubai Lashes by the Makeup Shack. And then dipping back into the palette, I'm going to use the shade ICYMI on my lower lash line. And for mascara, I'm using the Too Faced Damn Girl mascara, and this is what the wand looks like. And I'm just going to use that to coat my bottom lashes. And I kind of like this mascara. It's not nothing revolutionary, but it is very large for my bottom lash lines because they are very small lashes. And then dipping back into the Sweet Talk palette, I'm going to be using the shade Prima Drama. and just adding that to my tear duct. And I wanted to show you the full glitter pigmentation of this shadow. It is a pressed glitter. I love what Colourpop is doing here with these pressed glitters. I will be ordering more of their palettes with these pressed glitters. So to add some color back to my face, I'm going to be using the Crayon Case Contoursition notebook, and I'm going to be using the shade Bricky to contour my nose as well as my cheeks. I normally mix Bricky and Bobby, but I decided to not use Bobby today. And as you can see, this adds a slight bit of color to my cheeks. And then for highlighter, I'm going to be using the shade Trophy from that same contour palette. And I'm also going to add Trophy to my brow bone as well. And I do add it on my forehead. It does show a little bit of texture, but it's not bad. I'm going to set my face with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And for lip, because of the eye is so soft and romantic, I wanted to go with a bold lip, and this is the Fenty Stunna lip paint in the shade Unlocked. So the Farsali Skin Blur, I did like it as a primer for my foundation because I didn't like the primer before when I use it with just the milk. So I do like this. I will be continuing to use it. And as for the Laura Mercier Translucent Deep Setting Powder, it was very beautiful to set all over my face. It wasn't too dark, just a beautiful, beautiful setting powder. And then for the Damn Girl mascara, like I mentioned, I used it on my bottom lashes, and I mean, it was just, a mascara. It wasn't, Damn Girl. But the Sweet Talk palette, this is a very gorgeous romantic palette. I would be taking this with me to travel for date night. I did use about 5 or 6 of the shades from the palette, so you can get quite a few looks out of this palette. I'm so happy that I purchased this. I love that it has that holographic backing. The packaging is super cute and romantic as well. And my favorite thing of all is that it has the shade names on the back of the palette as well as the packaging. And the front of the packaging matches the front of the palette. And that is it. That is the final look. I hope that you have enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload videos. And I'll see you in the next video.